Hello everyone and welcome back once again to CareerQ, a place to curate your career. So by now a lot of you would be knowing that I'm working in PwC and I was sharing with you the recruitment process of PwC for lateral entries. So if you are someone who wants to switch, then how you can join PwC, or rather my experience as to what happened when I was recruited in it. So in one of my previous videos, I have discussed the step 1 that I took for getting recruited within PwC, and this video is a continuation to that. Today I will be sharing the next steps of the recruitment process of PwC. And if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed, then please subscribe and let's get started. So it was after my CV and everything was taken by the HR in via LinkedIn only. He connected with me and he just asked me to send out my resume to him on his mail, on his PwC email. He asked me to send my resume and I had sent it to him and he had sent it to the HR for further processing. After some time, I received a call from the recruiter that they had received a referral for me, and they have received my resume from an internal employee, and that they wanted to take my candidature forward because I seem to be a good fit for the requirement. So the next questions, now that round was also, you can consider it as a basic screening round only. Okay, my resume was it was seen and it was further sent to the recruiter. I received a referral from an employee who's working in PwC, and the next step was that I received a call from the recruiter of PwC asking certain questions. Now what are the questions that they ask after somehow they have received your resume, or someone has referred you as a candidate? Then what are the next questions that the recruiter asks you when they call you? Okay, so the very first question that the recruiter asks you, or that I was also asked, is where I am currently employed and why am I leaving that organization. So there are two questions, and these are some of the very important questions. Firstly, where am I? Now they know, okay, they have received my resume, but still they want to know where I am and what is the major reason. Now this is not there on my resume, why I want to resign, right? So what is the major reason that I am looking for a new job? They want to know that and they want to get convinced. So here in this answer, if there is some genuine reasons, like you want a new city, you have some issues, or there is some timing problem or something like that, you can say. But here you have to be positive. You may be having a lot of complaints for your current organization, but you cannot actually bitch about your current organization, that I'm not getting good hikes, I'm not getting paid more, I am so burnt out. You cannot say these terms, and you cannot put a negative note in this answer. So you have to tackle this answer on a positive end, even if it is the reason is just for the financial growth. You can say that you want a growth in your roles, responsibilities, and you want to learn more. You can portray it in that way, but you cannot put a negative tone to your answer. Hope you understand. And after this, the next question that the recruiter asked me was, what am I currently receiving? What is my CTC? And then what is the expected CTC? Now here, the bargaining does not happen. So for any of you guys, when you receive the first calls from your recruiter, they only ask you your current CTC and your expected CTC. And generally these recruiters, they don't bargain because they are not the final HRs. Okay, the bargaining happens at a later point, once you have cleared all the rounds and now the offer letter is to be released. Then the bargaining thing happens. But here you just say whatever figure you are expecting. Okay, so you can keep anything, like say you are currently at 4 LPA or 5 LPA, then you can keep a figure of 8 LPA or 9 LPA or even 10 LPA. You can keep twice a figure as well. 100% hike is also given. You can keep it as a figure. They want to give, don't want to give, that will be discussed in the further rounds, but as a figure you can keep it. But of course don't be too irrational, don't keep it as 200% or 300%. That is a bit irrational. So keep it a rational figure, give a rational figure. And this is the actual next question, your current CTC and your expected CTC. The next question that they ask you is that what is your notice period and or what is your last working day. Okay, so here a lot of candidates, a lot of people face issues. What happens generally for because they want to get hold of this job, they say that I can join in 1 month, or I can join in 2 months, whereas their organization might have this notice period of 3 months. But just because they want to show that they can join early, they commit a date which is lesser than the 3 months, and then they face an issue. So here in this question, when you are asked this question, please be honest. Okay, if you are someone who has not yet resigned, who is still working, then tell them that I have not resigned, and the notice period for my organization, or for my current organization, is 3 months. So when I resign, from that date, 3 months, that will be the then will be my last working day, or that is the amount of time that after which I can join the organization. So you need to be really crisp, clear, and to the point, and of course not lie in this question, because what happens, that is noted down. Okay, you have to realize that the person who is asking you these questions is noting these figures down in your profile. Okay, so when your offer letter finally will be released, you will be receiving a date based on the number, or the number of days that you have said right now. But if you lie in this number, then you will be the one who will be falling in the trap, because then you'll either need to convince your HR that you want your joining to be postponed by some days, or you need to run after your current organization's HR and request for an early release. You have to go in all of these running after the HR. So why take this load at all? So also for me, I had not resigned. I had just started looking for a job. So I did not had this capacity to first resign and then look after a new job. That was not there. I had this fear. So I actually said that I have not yet resigned, and the notice period is 3 months. So say for example, if tomorrow I am getting the offer letter, I will resign after I get the offer letter. So then from tomorrow, 3 months. So that is how it is. But currently I have not resigned. It's 3 months, and there's no last working day. So that is what she noted down, and that's it. Now for some candidates, the call can be slightly different, and I'll tell you what the difference is. There is one additional question that I was not asked, but generally it is asked to a lot of people who are getting calls from recruiter. That question is, they ask for your skill sets. So what are the technologies that you have worked upon? Because when the recruiter is calling, he or she has the skill sets mentioned for which they are searching for the candidate. Okay, so say they have in their requirement, they have cloud, they have Terraform, and they have Jira, and those kind of skills are required. So they may ask you and that what are your skill sets, and you need to answer them that you have done this, you are aware about this, you've worked on this, and those kind of things you need to tell them. So that did not happen for me. That was not asked to me, because the person who had actually put my referral, he wanted me in his team, and he had actually gone through all of my skill sets and everything. So it was pre-decided that I am a suitable candidate, because that person wanted me in his project only. So he decided that he had checked and gone through my resume and had decided that I was a suitable candidate. So this question was not posed to me, but this question is in general asked to almost everyone. So these are the major questions that get asked when a recruiter calls you, and this was my experience when my recruiter from PwC had called me. Okay, so I hope that I have given you all the questions and the answers also to what and how you should be answering those questions, or how you should be tackling those questions, so that your screening goes well and your technical rounds get scheduled. So just to let you know, after this round ended, she had actually, the recruiter who had called me, she said that she'll be scheduling. She asked me for my availability on certain date and certain time, when she knew that the technical person, now the next was the technical round. So she had some slots already there, that on this day this slot is available, this day this slot is available, so which are you willing to give an interview in this slot or this slot? She asked me that because she knew, and I had already clearly said that I have not yet put down my papers, so I am not free to attend interviews, right? So she asked me for my availability. And whenever it was the suitable time, of course I checked my calendar, and whenever it was the suitable time that yes, even I was free and there she had the slot, at that time the technical round was conducted. Now after now there were 2 technical rounds. The first technical round was with a person who was not really that senior. Also, the level of questions were not really, very high. But then there was the second technical round, which was with the team lead, rather the program lead. He was the program manager. He was a very experienced man, and he asked me some really high level questions, which honestly I was not able to answer. But yes, he saw that I was willing to learn and to improve in these whatever I was not able to answer. And then after these 2 technical rounds happened, the HR round finally happened. So that is the entire flow of what happened. After, as a step 2, I have shared all the recruiter whatever happened, but then there were 2 technical rounds, and then finally as a 5th level there was this HR round where the salary discussions and the rest of the things occurred. So I hope that I've been able to clear all your doubts, and you have received and you now know what, how you need to answer to your recruiter, and what you need to say, what you don't need to say. Also, I won't be sharing with you the technical questions because they are, really limited. The audience is limited, and it will be different for different people, definitely. So I won't be sharing the technical questions here. But I can share the HR questions. I just want a heads up that whether you want the HR questions or not. If you really want me to make another video wherein I share the next round or the final round, the HR discussion, how it happened, and what were the questions that were asked to me, and those things, then you can put down a yes in the comment box below. And if I see that there are a lot of yes in the comment box, then I'll definitely make another video. But that's it. That was how the entire recruitment process of PwC looked like, and I hope I have been able to give you the glimpse of what happens, how it happens, and everything. So that's all that I have for you in today's video. Hope that you have enjoyed it and you have come to know a lot of things. If you have any other doubts, comments, queries, you can put them down in the comments section. You can also connect with me over Instagram. And if you've liked today's session, hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do subscribe. Thanks for watching CareerQ. Stay tuned. Take care. Bye-bye.